morning, Snowbell.
Good morning.
I almost considered waking you when the sun started to rise. You seemed a bit discomforted by the reversion back to your usual self.
It woke me up a bit, but I'm okay.
Alright. No bad dreams, no nightmares or the like. Wonderful. Hopefully people will be a bit more reasonable towards you this morning, now that they are not doing the usual problem, that is making you uncomfortable simply because of the moon.
That's impressive. Last time I was here, I got really bad nightmares.
I remember. In part, that happening and seeing how it went for you is the exact reason why I decided to work on this in the first place. As truth be told, I had never really had somebody who was not, well, one who makes their residence here as company in pretty much the entire time that I have lived here. So I'd never really seen how those who are not used to it are affected. And while I understand why they do the way things they do, it does not mean that is necessarily how they should treat all who enter here.
Maybe if we show them, they'll be nicer about it.
Just to check, who is them in this case? Are you referring to them out there or them in there? As in, like, the spirits?
Oh. Them over there.
Ah.
I don't know about these ones.
True. Some of the younger ones are actually willing to make a bit of an appearance to... Well, I say appearance. Make their presence known. It's hard to speak with them as when you speak with one, you speak with all of them, and there are many. But sometimes if one makes the effort, the younger ones are more willing to actually say hello. They're the ones that are rather pleasant to be around.
Are they nice?
I'd like to think so. Truth be told, even the most ancient ones of them are rather, they are like, the people of old. They are rather cranky all the time and do not like to be bothered by anybody except themselves. And so when you try to speak with them, they just grumble and groan about, well, whatever is bothering them that day. And whenever it involves company, they are, they say less than kind things about them. But fortunately, only I hear that, not the others, and so I don't forward that feedback because I do not think that it is very conducive given they feel that way about basically anyone who isn't them.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't like that.
They don't even really... They are sometimes rather dismissive of myself even, regardless of my intent, but... You cannot please everybody. I do what I do without seeking their approval, so long as they allow me the grounds to do so. They do, and so I carry out my day-to-day with that in mind, and at least I am happy for it. and the ones that I interact with are happy for it in kind. It is not too different of a relationship than those that people here experience, just, well, it is in a place most are not used to traversing and are typically afraid to go into. Although I would say in some cases the spirits there can sometimes be a bit nicer than the ones that have been introducing themselves to other people in this town as of late, as I have been hearing.
Have they?
I do not know what it is lately, but it seems that a lot of people have been having a uptick of negative experiences with spirits and their whims being imposed upon others without so much as a, well, request as to if they want that.
Yeah, they were messing with spirit stuff last night.
Is that what they were doing when I found you?
Yeah, they were in the town hall. And they'd gone down to the dungeons to do stuff.
I see. Quite honestly, it feels like a bit more of that sort of thing where they mess around with things they are not sure what to do with them, and then proceed to make things worse in the process, but that is why I stay out of it.
Hi.
Where were you?
In the Vale.
Oh, fair enough.
I
I mean, that's also like.
I was in the Vale with
Who's gonna make a death
Elisande.
ray with me?
Where have you been? Where have you
Yes,
been?
A death ray?
Where have I been?
Yes,
What's a death ray?
you've been gone for a while.
It's a ray.
And the
Your
first thing-
perception, my existence and your perception seem to not get along. I've been around for a while.
Okay, but
Come on,
why
death
do you
ray.
why
We
do
can-
you
we can
want
sell
a,
it to- what?
why do you want a ray that makes death?
What?
What would you, what is the point? Of it?
We can sell it to Astana for thousands of gold.
I mean,
That sounds like a bad thing to be giving to people.
logical.
Absolutely, but that's not my problem.
What sort
I
of
just made
research
it.
have you done towards this death ray? Wait, what do you mean just
So-
made it?
I have a
Okay.
focusing research.
But that's about it. Making the body and the energy source and everything like that completely eludes me. The only thing that I know is how to focus magic into a fine point.
I mean,
We're
it sounds
halfway
like
there.
you need the blacksmiths to do a lot of work as well. If
And a blacksmith would need to do a lot of work. I also have a very strange relationship with Mr. Vincent, so
I
might
can't
eat him for his
imagine
skills.
why.
But
Something
fucking
tells me
You've
if
got
you've
a
been
big
asking him to
relationship
make,
with everyone.
I was gonna say, I feel like
Sure.
if you asked him to make
I
a
know
death
how to do
ray,
that.
I can imagine how he would respond.
it is productive to society.
A death ray?
Yes. Are you familiar who Astana is at war with?
No, I don't really care either.
And if that's the case, then I don't need to explain.
Yeah, fair enough.
What? What's so foreign to you lot about a death ray? Kill people at range, bore a hole through an airship from a mile away.
Can't people do that already?
To be fair,
gonna
I'm
say,
not
there are
really into,
plenty
like,
of
the
ways
whole
that
war
people-
weaponry thing.
Can make death without
It's
making a ray of
illegal.
it.
It's illegal.
Build a cannon? It's not
No
illegal.
cannon.
Developing a weapon is not illegal. However, utilizing it in an incorrect fashion is.
I thought owning it would be bad anyway.
Granted, I don't think there are many laws out there about the use of death rays because they don't exist that I'm aware of.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I
Exactly.
own a cannon. I mean, I'm going to use that against somebody at some point.
Good morning.
What else is a weapon
Get a
supposed to be
cannon.
used for? Don't you worry about that.
That is fair.
You have fun with that. But not too much fun.
Cowards, a lot of them. Come on, do I have your assistance or?
I don't have the means to make a death ray even if I wanted to. I can't help you.
She's useless. I mean, I don't know what
Otto's very weird.
Typical Otto behavior, to be perfectly honest. If it's not one thing, it's another. And it always seems to be something of very concerning nature. Oh, hello.
I was just wishing to say hello. It's been a minute since I've been on.
I'm not talking
day
about you.
shift,
I'm talking about Otto. He's on his usual shit again.
Why did they move this here? Who moved our fucking here?
Oh dear.
Otto's wanting to try to make a death ray.
Hopefully everything is okay. Nope. I was scared when I went into that place. I'm not. Nope. No death rays. Nope.
Okay, perfect. Then we'll leave it at that then. But as for me, I am better than I have been in the past few whiles. Part of it is just having nice company for a change.
For all the other Fordsmiths who totally do work.
I had a good sleep.
Well, it's good to see. It's good to see that the two of you are doing in good spirits. You know, especially all of the nastiness of last month.
Feels more like home now.
Give it time, somebody will find a way to make it go back just the way it's usually been.
Like a death ray.
Exactly, they're already starting. You're on the right path.
I think I'm on the wrong path if there's a death ray involved.
But
Then again, maybe the death ray will make my boots work more. They've kind of been worn out.
I don't know how a death ray would help you with that.
Mani
but,
is on vacation.
Ma-
You never know.
Mani is on vacation, you say?
Yes, they're
Mani's
making
right
her
there.
relax.
She's literally right there.
But they're making her relax.
Otto knows how to make boots.
Who knows how to make boots?
Otto.
Might find him then.
So they're being forced to just not do anything. Did they not?
Apparently.
Did they
that is
want?
what I
Did they
overheard.
want? Did they want to not do anything? Like, are they being? Is this being done against their will?
I'm going to be perfectly honest. I've been on late night shift for quite some time. So ever since the battle, actually. So I've just kind of come back into things. Hello. And no, yes, this is the first I've heard.
How's your skin?
Healing.
That is good.
Do you need more painkillers?
No, you've given me enough. Should last a week at least.
Okay. Just let me know.
Thank you very much.
Sorry for the intrusion. Has anybody seen... I forgot their name. It's been a while. Well, actually, been a couple of days, but still, big dragon person. Usually friends. Hangs out around Phoenix.
Miru?
Morning, Jennifer.
I don't believe they have been
anyone seen
around
them?
today. To my knowledge, I feel like I would remember seeing them.
Yes.
They are very distinct.
Oh, no, I was in your way, so I was getting out.
Indeed.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
You're carrying a lot of food. I do not want it to get cold.
Oh, thank you.
Can't get measurements. That's one thing off the list.
Good to see if they opened up the... Since they had food, I am assuming that means that they are open for the day.
Yeah, but they're currently looking.
Understandable. Things getting ready post-wedding, so he's...
And life. So why don't we just go into the basement of the
change for
house?
silver?
We make something on the off chance that it does explode.
We
If it does
should have.
explode,
Yes.
in this contained
Thank you.
environment, it doesn't kill anybody. Let's just go make a bomb for funsies or a death ray. One of the two. How about it?
And 5 coffee has changed.
All right.
Thanks.
Oh, that's great to hear. Feel free to search your own leash.
Right. Snowbell.
Hi.
You doing all right?
Yeah. I had a good sleep.
That's good.
Are you okay?
Someone passing away a couple days ago.
For now, surprisingly, yeah, I am.
Yes. Master Fabian.
Okay. Wow. Keep it that way.
You too.
Sorry to hear that. I don't think I really knew him, but do you know when the funeral is?
I believe sometime around midday.
Okay.
A few hours from now.
That's all I
I'm
just
sure
wanted to
they'll
ask
let
about, but... Well, thank you for filling me, and I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh.
That was news to me myself.
Morning.
I did not know that.
Oh. I apologize. You had to hear second hand.
Better I knew than not be informed at all. That aside, would I be able to get one of your teas on selection today?
Yes, ma'am. Any tea in particular?
I got the Astana today.
Yes, ma'am.
But I've been telling people. I didn't think we never officially.
Morning, Gobby.
Good morning. Would you care for some sugar or tea with that? Oh, my oh dear. I'm still.
I would
sugar
love
or cream with that.
No, thank you.
My apologies.
I would love some tea with my tea. Thank you. That is in fact the exact thing I was ordering, as it turns out.
Alright, just the sauna tea then. Would that be all?
Yes, for me.
That'll be 2 copper. Thank you, ma'am. Feel free to sit at your own leisure.
Very well.
Alright, so we have 4 people who have rune stuff. Alright, we should find another one. We should get Vincent roped in on this. Come on.
That'll be 2 copper.
Is that wrong to admit the kind of magic I use?
No, I'm okay.
If anyone has a problem with it, they'll tell
Very
me.
well.
I don't really care if they do.
Thank you.
Feel free to sit wherever you way, or you can go off.
Yep.
I don't see a problem with it, though. I don't know. I don't know shit about magic.
Oh, Vale, yes. I was wondering if you were doing alright.
Very aptly blow shit up.
Alright, most part. I think
I haven't exploded anything in my life.
I'll catch up once.
You're supposed to heal, dude. Goes both ways.
It's a bit, you're a bit more free.
Yes, this is helping a bit.
Are you okay? You seem tired.
It's only natural when you never really fully fell asleep last night.
I think I had to.
Oh,
Never mind that.
sorry.
I was more worried about making sure you had a proper sleep.
Would that be all?
You are not like me.
But I kept you up all night.
Better than Floyd.
Well, that'll be 3 copper.
Perhaps you did, but in exchange I had a
Those-
most wonderful guest that actually wanted to be there for no other reason than to simply be there.
Feel free to find
Something I have not had in many
You said it would be safer. It did feel safer.
I would personally say it was.
Don't mind that.
Seeing if they one, messing around with spirits last night, but two, just
for me. Yes, one black coffee.
anybody that you were worried about if they were going to do something untold because of your current state of being would not be able to easily bother you.
Doesn't pay that well.
So a win-win. If what I have to pay for that is a night of not really restful sleep, then so be it. But until I master the art of casting magic in my sleep, I will have to make do.
You go, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
What if you put a mana crystal inside? I've heard Harvest talk about stuff like that.
Excuse me?
Hi. Oh, ma'am. Am I to help you?
I mean, perhaps. I would have to, I guess, practice the concept of if I could,
What do you recommend?
establish a spell and then give it the means to sustain itself without my immediate concentration.
Savory or more? We do have selection of pastries, which are very nice.
We could ask him.
I do recommend
He knows that stuff.
It's worth a shot, actually.
Or we have
It would make it easier to be able to extend this offer on consecutive nights. Granted, I am quicker to recover than I'd say I imply just by my behavior, but sometimes I have to retire earlier in the day than others, and so I just could use that time to
I think I'm good for now.
get a bit
very well.
cut up.
Sandwich. That would be 3 coffee.
Because
Disappeared. How much was it again?
while there is no literal door there, my door is always open to you. That I can assure you.
Here's your copper.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
I remember that.
Feel free to sit at your own leisure.
Just gonna.
I
I
am-
definitely still have the sandwich. Definitely.
I am never one to want to turn down
Thank you.
pleasant company of those who actually want to be around me.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Especially one who
That's really nice.
especially one who understands how it feels
Well,
to feel uncomfortable because of who you are and that people are making you feel less for
I'm fine,
it.
like physically and stuff, but like
Intentionally or not. The not intentionally is quite unfortunate, but it still is a problem. But those who do it on purpose,
you got OVO.
those I do not have much
I don't like
sympathy
those people.
That went above you.
As you should not, dear.
I'm maybe
You are wonderful the way you are. Regardless of what phase of the moon it is.
we do have a funeral today. I'll
you're a vegetarian.
if you don't mind, I should be available.
Only things that were alive.
Those know where anyone
So things that
I am glad that this is another example that the magic does indeed work the way I hoped for.
Yeah, I'm sure if we tell people, they'll be super thrilled.
Good to see you. And you feel, and as far as I'm aware, you feel the same as you usually do.
Sure, exactly.
High energy self. Absolutely precious.
Yes.
Isn't it good?
No nightmares.
Wonderful.
It's not the worst way to die, I guess.
And for once, you got to appreciate the sight of the place without having to be simultaneously having a panic attack like most others do whenever they go in there. They're like, "Oh no, I should not have done this." The consequences of my
It's very
actions.
pretty at night.
It is. Especially the passive, the passive small flow of mana in some places. It causes those bits of firefly moss to briefly light up for just small bits. They look like little fireflies out in the dark. That's
They're
where
so pretty.
it's where it got its name from, in a sense. Is the way that it would light up in those patches, little by little. just from the passive energies of the location.
I'm alright for the most part, I guess.
Of course, those people then proceed to realize how that worked. They're like, oh, if I put my mana into it, it'll go brighter. And then they proceed to do that, and it combusts in front of them. And they're like, oh no, this is not what I expected at all. And it's honestly pretty
Did
fun.
I miss something? A bunch of people just came out of the clinic.
No issue.
I was gonna say, good question. I am not sure.
We're fine now.
Who got hurt?
Kirby?
Are you all truly closed, or is the sign just wrong?
The sign is wrong. You probably came in after they opened.
I see. Is this where the line starts, or does the line start there, or?
Alongside that.
The ooze.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Okay.
Not really.
You know why this is probably not helping. I have an idea.
Maybe the others been doing research, but
Wouldn't that hurt?
I don't think I'll be working.
No, that helps me. I have been. It doesn't hurt to take them off of there. They are. You can almost look at them like hairpins, except for instead of hairpins, it's off of branches that happen to make up the top of my head. But it does not hurt to pluck them off. I don't feel it at all.
Well, that is the only we can pop.
But
We look to it today.
the presence of this tends to help me a bit. It is a reminder of, well, something that used to help me a lot more, but I haven't had it in some time, so it is... It helps.
What was it?
I mean, technically, you could just go there.
Related to that object that I needed to speak to Wolfric about.
Can I help you?
Ah, important stuff.
Yes. I have a better understanding of the thing now, after talking to him. I did not know it had such a storied history. And now I am understanding a bit of why they were being so evasive of my initial inquiries. However, they cannot...
I don't know a whole lot about that stuff.
I could tell you a bit about it if you were curious, but... The thing of import is less about what it was or what it had been before, but what it can become now, as presently just keeping it closed up in a metaphorical box means that it can't help anything. But it might mean a bit of work on my part to perhaps show them that it can be restored.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna assume it was juice. If you have any juice, that'll do that.
Much better.
We're gonna do something else.
You can make a necklace out of it.
Sorry, I'm holding up a...
That is a much better feeling. It does not feel quite the same as it has been in the past while. It's just not doing the same thing, but it is still calming nonetheless. Although I would personally not...
Hopefully you can get that thing back then.
Strong and able-bodied people.
I can hold a point.
Being worried about making...
We have spoken and he said that he would come back to me. Possibly today, but that is assuming that he has not been swept back up in the usual rapid torrent that is the desires of those seeking his attention. I got lucky that I was able to get a bit of his time on account of helping out Creature.
He's very busy all the time. Maybe I could see him.
Funnily enough, me and him being soft locked up in Mani's house, was the most of a break he had had in a long while.
If you'd like to.
Because finally he was able to just be in a place with like only one person really wanting his attention. And I left him be for the most part. We were more interested in talking to Creature than me bothering him with my problems. I waited my turn until we were sure that we could bring Creature to town without him being stabbed.
I would think so.
Would you be?
And I'd say he adapted rather quickly.
Yes.
I even saw him going around talking to people on his own volition, and people were being respectful. Which, to be perfectly honest, after my track record of watching how people treat those who are different in this town, it made me feel a little bit more comfortable with their antics, although they still have a long way to go before I'd say that they are as accepting and open to differences in people than they actually are.
People can be nice here. That's a good thing. I like this town for that.
I just hope that they can maintain that in a consistent nature, even when it is things that they don't necessarily understand.
Kai's getting a scoop!
They have tried that around me.
And the bacon bread.
Okay.
There's...
Kai, the scoop
He's a bit of a...
Save yourself! Kai, run!
I need to check out the clinic and see if we're missing any ingredients.
Very well. Go about your day.
I was so scared he was gonna hit the
If you at all feel,
I almost did.
I guess, strange at all, for reasons that you are not entirely sure of, just out of abundance of caution, do let me know. The others that I have done this for have not expressed anything of the like, but everybody is different, so I cannot necessarily say that two people makes a perfect understanding of what I made. It was not as if I could test it on myself, because they leave me be out there.
I'll let you know then, if I feel anything weird.
Whatever that be during the day, if I have gone off to rest a bit, middle of the night, I do not care. You're always welcome in my, I call it a home, but I don't really have a proper home out there. I just have a place that I have kind of called my own. But it is not a home in the same sense that these things are. They have a lot more of the amenities that people are more accustomed to. I have never really had that home like that myself, although I imagine it would be difficult to actually make something of that nature out there. Either just making it something that it would either be hard to do it without upsetting somebody or something, or it would just be difficult to get the right people that could actually help to agree to go out there, even if I promise them, hey, I can keep you safe as long as I'm nearby, and I will keep you company while you do it. Because you'd be surprised how many people like, I have this thing that will help you with the exact thing that you're afraid of. And they'll be like, no, it's still, there are no way it'll work.
That's dumb. They need to try it.
You'd be surprised how few people are willing to actually try something that challenges the long-standing beliefs that they have about something else. Because a lot of people are afraid of being wrong. And they'd rather...
I understand that.
They'd rather close their eyes and turn away from something than admit that perhaps their understanding of a subject is not as thorough as they proclaim it to be. But I will not spew philosophy at you. You said you need to go to the clinic. I do not wish to hold you up on that.
Oh, yes, I do.
Didn't we talk to her?
I'll find you if anything happens. Take care.
Wonderful.
Thank you for your help last night.
It's me.
Of course.
thing going on over here?
I'm glad that you felt comfortable
Oh, you
and
did
that I was
it.
able to give you a bit of
You
solace
did
that
it.
night.
Never
We
mind.
can show the paper.
I'm glad as well. I don't know what's happening there. I need to check.
No idea what's happening now.
Okay. So on here's gonna be a drawing of Lily here with a bunch of markings on her.
Hello.
I don't think
Those are so
Hello.
huge goggles.
Hello, how may I help you?
No.
Hello to you. I don't believe I have seen
Feeling
you.
okay, so.
Yes. I have just a little tired after the way I spent my night, but it was well worthwhile.
Okay, good.
There was a number of people that were in the clinic earlier. Is everything okay in there?
Don't know. Woke up, no one there.
Ah. So they just went in and out without even waking you up. That's honestly impressive that they were able to be quiet. Good on them.
Sleeping like dead. Very tired.
Please do not be dead. That is bad for you.
She probably is, but she still doesn't,
No,
right?
just tired.
Apologize now.
I mean,
Didn't do anything.
natural in a way.
Nah, apologize.
It's weird.
No.
Is it?
I have nothing to
Wouldn't hurt
apologize
you.
for.
Of course.
I'm just
Well, for
standing my ground.
assuming is a bad thing. You have to apologize for assuming that they were trying to threaten you.
I mean, it's
Right?
Sure.
What?
Okay.
Well,
That makes two of us.
honestly, I don't really know myself.
No
Well,
one
still,
got hurt.
this is Sari. They don't want to hurt you. They're just trying to stare at you because figuring it out, as they said, as she said. That's cupcake. So who won? Well, I'm pretty sure Sari would have won because you need to
It
blink,
wasn't
right?
a contest.
Who won what?
Oh. They were staring at each other. It must have been like a staring contest, right?
It wasn't a contest.
I'll be back in a bit.
Oh.
I just want to quickly do something.
All right.
That could have completely ominous energy. We have no idea.
I think one of the sheep might have escaped. Well, what do you mean? Who, Skylar?
If they were just... I need to go do something real quick. That could be very ominous. You don't know.
Huh? No, Skylar wouldn't hurt anyone, I promise.
Who said it had to be about hurting people? I'm just messing with you.
Oh, well, and I am... Okay, sure. I do not find a good comeback right now in my brain, but eventually I'll get you back.
I will await your reply eagerly.
Ha! All right. You're sassy. I like that.
I can't
I'll
wait.
get you eventually.
I can't wait for us to both forgot about this conversation. Then, like 3 days later, it'll come back to us, and then the reply will come out of nowhere, and we'll have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, but you do not understand. No. You see, revenge
sheep
is
got
served
loose.
well cold. Oh. Huh? A sheep got loose? What do you mean? What? A sheep escaped?
I'm going to be
Wait, are you talking about me?
I'm going to be taking a vacation as a parasite.
You're a goat.
Wait, no, I'm not a sheep. I'm a goat, but what do you mean a sheep escaped?
Yep.
Which
the sheep
one?
escaped. I don't know.
I don't know. Ask
said.
Money. They were on talking about it
Yeah,
just
that's
now.
money.
No!
If it got out last night...
What do you mean a sheep escaped?
One of the sheep aren't in there. I think it might have escaped.
No! How do we find them again? Can we even find them again? Did they get eaten already?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I'm sure Wilbur would have told me if it was an immediate issue. He's the one who takes care of them usually, so I assume it just happened.
Alright. I hope it just got found and not hurt outside or something.
Have they gotten
It's a
out
scary
before?
danger. It's scary, the world, you know? Huh?
Have the sheep gotten out before?
No, but when I got like 5 of the original sheep. 4. I'm bad with numbers. 4 of the original sheep were very, like, weak when I got them. So,
GM
that's
present.
pretty... Hi, I'm just here to say that they're not going to find the sheep if anyone starts looking for the sheep. That thing's dead.
Wait, all of them? Just one.
I
died inside.
Oh,
Monty's only
okay.
just realized. She
One
thinks it might be gone, but if anybody, like, messages about the sheep...
One of them is
that thing's dead.
physically dead, the others are
Overeat it.
just dead inside.
Oh no, I'm aware of that one.
Okay. Alright, I just wanted to make sure, just in case people, like, started pinging you.
Oh, good.
Anyway,
Another
that
bit of
aside.
information that I have to compartmentalize. I don't know it. Oh,
Don't worry, that wasn't in character.
it's okay.
Uh,
I am.
Yeah, no, it's never... The sheep's never gotten out before, but the original 4 that I got were very weak.
Mm-hmm.
And I got them up to full strength just recently. Like, a lot of them are fat as hell, actually.
Hello.
And the other one came in pretty good, so it might be that one.
Just been
Yeah, the one that
Phoenix
couldn't
brought me in a
drink.
sheep.
There was one of the sheep that was like leaning over into the water and barely able to drink it. I think maybe that's what the problem, right? Maybe that's why they were
He
thinking
was
of
getting
something, I don't
blocked
know.
by its own body fat to be like,
Yeah, he was trying to get the water and he couldn't, so yeah. Maybe that's what happened. I was so proud of that one for actually making it.
you just
I
have
gave
to
the full
roll it
price of
forward.
check. It doesn't seem like there's any sign of an attack or anything like that. So I don't think any. Obviously, the other sheep would be panicked, right? That was an attack.
Well, yeah, I guess so. But then again, they're not that smart. Which says something a little bit more of myself.
They are herd animals, though. So
Yeah.
they
yeah.
tend to.
Generally, herd animals are not that smart.
Layla,
Yes.
didn't you say that you were a goat and not a sheep, so it's not the same
I'm a
thing?
goat, yes, but we are very similar. We are very similar. Minus the stubbornness, because I have lots of that. But we're very similar, goats and sheep, you know? One of them is a little more fluffy. I would like to be like poofy and fluffy. But yeah.
Well, don't get too poofy, otherwise you will not be able to drink water. You will be too fat, and you'll be like, ah.
Not poofy that way! I wanna be poofy and cute like you!
What is that supposed to mean?
You have poofy hair, like a bush!
Oh.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm doing!
Oh.
No, you're not fat! No! I did not mean that! Oh, thank you.
I wasn't
yes.
even thinking that now, but now that you put the thought in my mind.
Huh?
I feel bad asking for a deal.
Is that are you having thoughts about me?
So a little update.
No, I mean, you're very pretty and you're beautiful and you're.
Spins the goat around.
She's like, hey, Mr. Guards.
Get rotated.
I think it escaped.
Rotated. I am rotated. I am not a menace. I'm rotated.
Rotate 180.
Yeah, I don't know where my.
What direction are you
There you
facing
go.
them?
I just wanna.
Hi. I'm really
So I
sorry
can just
just
tell
now.
them out of character.
Oh yeah, let's take a walk. But anyways, you're really pretty. That's what I meant.
I support a friend.
Wait in a second.
Nice save.
Hi, a friend.
Hi, friend.
Hi. Oh dear. One moment, I'm deep in thought.
I get that you're
The sections that I have written are all about actually the funnel section and the barrel. So if anything, our two puzzle pieces actually... Yeah, that's the part I struggle with.
The small one brought that up as well. The one I drew would weigh...
Trying to decide what kind of wood would be fair for a seafaring vessel. Don't want to get any unnecessary mold in it. It might degrade the quality of the wood over time. But
hold on. It's like a
First.
Y-shaped one that they're supposed to hold on to.
Either a
They can
cedar
put their
or a
mana
pine.
into it, and then it's supposed to actually use a crystal to amplify whatever kind of element that they're trying to use at the time, right? What I found is that all you needed to do was actually take apart a lot of the larger sections and for something much smaller. The main problem is when you start using it, it will keep pulling at your mana. Is the biggest problem. But what I did was I actually found that the barrel that he has, all you really need, because so the problem is, right, you're not firing a projectile, not just a solid object with heat, right? It's magic and energy itself. Yes.
I don't know what it is about
Same
Vincent,
materials
but
we
I
could
like
possibly
listening
use
to
that
him ramble about his
Here.
smart
with me?
smart person artificing
I can redraw
things.
for you. I like keeping things in my book, if I can.
Oh, of course, of course.
The only other
Make
option I really
it
thought
off.
of to...
How unfortunate.
Obviously your final idea, I'll let you handle that, but the only other
I wish it
option
didn't
thought
do
of,
that.
other
I
than
need
that
that
person's,
Educate yourself on the matter before you approach it.
warming stones, as they call them. I remember them as solar crystals, but different names.
By the way, we
different
may not have the
Um,
Wolfric
is-
scene tonight, guys.
variations of. I'd show you a page. that
No
just
idea
shows
if he is going to
not actually how to make
come
it.
in. He has not posted anything, but he also
something
may
akin
not
to what
be.
These are. I could make different elements.
That is important for me to check right now, though. So I'm going to
No,
put
actually,
the
but they
BRBs.
definitely be
If we just use
As of right now, it's nothing.
for the actual barrel, if we just use a very, we'll say, non-conductive material, the energy wouldn't even really do much to it outside of just fly by it. So we could choose something that's actually not.
I see your authority, but I choose not to acknowledge it.
Do me a favor, I need to deal with this. Can you redraw this for me, and then I'll do a deep look in just a moment. I need to.
I'll also draw you another idea for a less violent way of using the laser.
I'm keeping this tongue because you're being unfair.
Thank you very
Something
much.
for mining
Please do.
instead,
Coming into
maybe,
my
or
situation,
cutting down trees.
Ooh, that sounds
that might
heavenly,
be
actually.
based on the element
You
used.
have no experience
True,
in this
true enough.
field, and that you come in and you dictate what I can and cannot do. That is
Yes,
its own
until it's
semblance
overlooked by the
of
proper optics of other people, not just your own authority.
Okay. There may or may not be MMR tonight. Although I wasn't going to stream it probably out of the way, but...
Anyways, I'll be back.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. By all means.
Excuse me, ma'am. Oh, excuse me, ma'am. I can very much verify for
what
you
is
that
it?
My apologies. I
My
was just saying,
apologies.
just wanted to. It's
My
fine, it's fine.
apologies,
It's a little bit heated, I understand. All I was saying was that I just wanted to verify for you that drill is actually meant for the mine, which we're going to be doing tonight. It's meant for stone.
That's
so
fair.
it has no
That's fair. No,
weapon.
Thank you, no, my point is not with the drill, and I apologize for that fact.
So,
My point is what
Now,
he's
Rune,
thinking.
thank you. I appreciate it for getting the base done.
I understand. I fully do, which is why
Not a problem. Sorry, I screamed. Just didn't want them to break it.
he's not an artificer, so he's not going to be able to craft it without either me or Judith. So at the end of the day, he can make his fancy stuff if he'd like to. We're the ones who finalize the design. So I can guarantee you that if we do make anything, we'll keep the guard informed.
So, but I'm gonna talk to maybe.
Thank you. I would have very appreciated that. I'm going to inform them.
So, when I get those blueprints, would you assist me in this endeavor? You've already proven that you have the
I'm gonna
basics.
have to I'm gonna have to read Tyrion about this bullshit. Thank you for your cooperation.
Of course, ma'am, of course.
He's in the canteen in barracks.
I'm gonna start doing my morning patrols. You're free to join me.
I see they found out about the death ray.
What? That's alright. What?
That's what she's upset about, is that's what Otto wants to try to make, is a death ray.
Yep, that's what
Don't. Oh no, I've caused problems on purpose. More entertainment for me.
I'm. Got risks.
Right.
Oh, you just got to me. I added the dust to the room. Just so you know. I'm sorry.
What do you want from me?
Whitley, you just told me you're making a death ray. I can't just let you make a death ray. I'm sorry.
I make a lot of things. And do you think I'm going to use it against you?
I can't just let you make a death ray.
Then what? Okay, so
Then stop him from making a sword for just on the chance that he uses it
To be
upon
fair,
you.
multiple people on the council are in on this.
I am the head of magic. I'm producing something magical. Leave me be.
Yeah, you work under me. I'm the head sage.
I do? This is news to me.
You
Are we speaking to the GM or not? Guys.
Scaro got me. I added the dust to the rune. It is finished and it's refined. It's on the rune.
So where's the death ray permit?
It has been yet to... Oh, do we need a permit for swords? And bows? And muskets? I'd like to see a permit for a musket.
Otto is a cunt, but
A
does
sword
that mean
has
he's
plenty of
cunt?
different purposes. A death ray is just a death ray. It is in the name, death
What
ray.
the fuck was that line?
I made a death stick, which is just a name.
Did Snowball just say what I thought she said? Oh
No,
my
you
god.
shouldn't, considering I have no intention of using
Then why are you making it?
Doesn't seem like
I am being an absolute cunt. You are correct.
Oh, so he is a cunt.
I am.
Are you confused because you said cunt is a good thing?
Oh,
Wait,
very
cunt is a good
It's
thing. So she's a good thing? What the fuck does that mean?
It's because I don't care what people think of me, and I'm not going to be pushed the fuck around. So that comes off as cunty, because I don't care. And people don't deserve to push me around like they do, since they want to have a power trip.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Melodrama.
Not you.
Can we figure out
Otto,
what's going on?
Otto is a sassy bitch tonight.
You're part of the council and you're
It's
making a
great.
death ray. I just need to know
Yes.
if
My name is right.
like just affronting to hear as a god that someone's making a death ray. Yes, we are in accord. Yes, I'm making weapons. It's just a little bit.
It caused problems on purpose.
And how did you educate yourself to the point where you can understand the magnitude of this weapon? Aside from having a scary name.
Okay. Death ray. I don't understand what the hell you're trying to say to me right now.
Oh, this is great. Oh, this is great.
You're arguing semantics, and I just need to know about
Ah, free entertainment. All I had to do is just tell somebody about Otto being a dumbass. And it's free entertainment for me. That is one thing I love about this town. People cannot help getting into each other's business. And will yell at them. And I could just sit here and enjoy it.
Somebody's it's the same as a musket, bow, or sword. A lot of people.
Great. If you get shot with a musket or a bow, you have an absolute chance of surviving that. A death ray fires death. Wow, it's like I'm speaking to three-year-olds right about now. This is stupid. What are you two trying to argue with me right now? I'm the god of the town. If someone is making a death ray, it's completely on my obligation to argue about it.
Mom and Dad are
I
fighting.
don't even care. What do you mean, me shut up? I'm a god. This is my job. What authority is this death ray being done on?
Wait, the head of magic. I don't know if
The head of magic. For what reason?
Because if we sell these plans to some of any degree to Astana, which is a losing
So
faction.
we're selling weapons of mass destruction now, and everyone's okay with
And
that.
I never said it's a mass destruction.
Well,
I can sell them a
death
cannon.
rays. This is three-year-old arguments.
I don't care about the death ray anymore. I just want to enjoy this entertainment.
Magical focusing device.
What is the character's name again? Or, what is their character's name again? I can't say my personal thoughts in the character voice so people think it's IC.
We have no idea whether or not it will kill somebody yet. We'll find out.
I like how she actually cares about her job.
No, she's the only one. No, she's impressive. She's absolutely amazing. It's insane.
I wish I could describe the rooms that were.
I have much respect for them.
Going on them, but
I do as well.
so much.
All right.
I have questions about the blaze you're making.
Oh wait, I think
By all means, Ike, I believe.
Well, the entertainment is over. Oh well.
So, from what I've heard from this is I've heard it's a laser that can kill people. Oh, would it be on the kind of thing?
It's no runic language I've seen before, so.
Incline in the aviation.
Walking in it. Definitely. Give me just
But that was entertaining. I do love causing problems on purpose. Honestly, now I feel like I know how others feel in that regard. Strange seeing this place so different than when I first arrived. Looks like they finally got the bullets off that though. What they turned that place into? I doubt it's an infirmary anymore. Since they have the one outside. I'd be tempted to explore it, but I feel like that would get me yelled at.
Okay, alright, just calm down. It's not even finished in its first stages of schematics, and more like a focusing.
That's still talking about the death ray. I would want to sit in on the entertainment, but at that point it would be just too much.
Hello, he wants to get to know you.
What if I gave you something that's definitely worth 6 gold? Would that do it?
What's happening here?
Which way?
I don't know, I just got here.
Give me a second.
Bartering.
Let me go acquire something that I know is definitely some 6 gold. Give me a
What do
second.
they even have there?
You know,
This side?
I'm the one crafting it. I probably need the actual.
I'm sorry.
And number 2,
Ah,
actually, while you were having your little dispute there,
Yeah.
I didn't realize that the
I
splits
should
of them
see
got this
Who would like to use?
Oh, Ember.
Ember leaf. Yes. I know I know the alchemists like that stuff.
Or should I go to
Definitely.
Alchemy?
I don't know exactly how they use it.
Also, I have shiny crystals. I have blue crystals, crystal shards. I give 4 turnips or shinies. And Pew Pew, Washington Yarn.
I traded with you last night. Actually, gave me a very nice flower.
You actually celebrate. You're trying to
He
get
just opens up his jacket, pulls out an angel's trumpet.
I guess that would just be.
And you're so shiny for food.
You got that from them, did you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Unlike a plate, you have like the little sauce that goes extremely expensive from the finest restaurants, you know.
This flat's bigger than me.
Yes, it is very big, much big.
I'm surprised that it is as easy for you to carry with it being almost more than twice your height.
Light and fibers.
Makes sense.
Fair enough.
I mean, they do have a backpack. They could have just put it in the backpack.
I don't know if they would be able to do that very easily without just kind of, well, possibly
It would stick up over their head like a really nice bit of plumage.
plumage, or it would get all crumpled up.
I can cover that too.
Yeah.
It
I
is
want to look after this. Very valuable. Keep it happy.
Yes, you must keep the Ember Leaf happy. Don't make it sad.
Yes, it's very important. People need this to survive. Some people need to eat this. That's why it's so expensive.
People eat ember leaf?
You
I did not actually know
That's the
that.
first I've heard of that.
Do not know. It's because I heard police. Oh, I'm smart.
I was gonna say, I don't actually know if people eat it or not. I wonder if it would be spicy. It sounds
Some
like it would be
people need
spicy.
this. It's very expensive because it prevents
It might be
disease.
Well, I mean, I'm sure
Thinking
that...
about it, if you crush it up and put it on food, it might make it a little spicy.
You too.
Maybe.
Hello.
I'm gonna go check.
I'll come offering my extremely expensive
I'm gonna go check on
multi-gold item to you.
What is it?
For further explanation,
Okay, so this is a
pastry
pastry baked in a elemental forge. The sugar used in it is from across the islands. It's rarely found and hardly mined. It's very expensive and very delicious. It's coated in a... it's a fruit that has a tart tang to it. It's... You can only pluck it during one season, and unfortunately we just missed that season. But this one is still fresh. We were still able to get a batch of this, and all across the plate is little extra sauce that they've specially procured. Now,
It's a delicacy now.
it is. It is very hard to come by. Now, usually this goes for like 10 gold. It's that expensive. The ingredients are so rare. But, I mean, you seem like a worthy trader. I would be down just to
I
give it
cannot
to you
resell
for
that.
But it's
Okay,
delicious.
just making sure.
You said you wanted something to eat.
You say it's
No,
worth 20
no.
gold.
It's a 5 gold or 4 gold with something yummy. Would be better than this or the 6.
And I can tell you, there's a couple people around here who are always hungry. And very much will buy.
This is not you.
Understood.
This
It was worth a shot.
turnip.
Here, you can have it for free then. I won't jip you.
Oh my goodness.
People do IOU for this?
Ah. I loved it when the locale just proceeds to gaslight poor merchants. Really shows their values. We love it when they show their values like this.
What did you expect?
Careful, Snodder. You almost
Did
ran
you,
right
wait,
into
oh,
me.
no, you said it was Manny that taught you that word. I was about to say, did you teach her the C word?
Oh no, I was thrown completely off guard
No,
when I heard them yelling that in the forge, and I was just like,
She's calling other people it now.
who taught you how to say such okay, well, first off, I was like, who taught you to say the sassy language? However, I was sitting there losing my mind. It was hilarious.
That's money. And it's just for Otto. Otto is a cunt.
Well, I agree, he is. I was sitting there enjoying how I had somehow caused problems by purpose by telling, I believe her name is Sally, about Otto's idea for a death ray, and they proceeded to immediately go over there and just grill him about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to like supervise him because I know he's gonna make it either way, but maybe I can stop him from blowing stuff up.
Yes, if you could, because I don't think we
He's a
need
degenerate.
How fucking dare you?
I'm gonna call him a degenerate. He's a degenerate.
What? She got a... Oh, shit, she got a strat... She's gonna show me where the mayor was. And now she's just gonna call him a...
Oh, I believe, I heard town hall. You know what? I'll take you there.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, I don't know for sure where she is, but I'm pretty sure I saw her talking to people about potentially the death ray in the town hall, which was the last place I saw them. And it's either that or watch people try to scam a merchant.
Here, actually.
Very
Yeah, we should actually do that.
Let's go.
Everyone seems to be a bit high on life today.
People are certainly making choices today. They are interesting choices. Meanwhile, the only thing I have done is wake up in good company and proceed to enjoy watching the chaos of the day.
So, technically,
Snowball, you let
all
me
of the above
down.
in that
You
point.
let me down.
He's talking about sex toys.
Oh wow. Vincent, how could you?
I mean,
I'm a businessman. What do you want?
Me?
I mean, yeah, if
Me?
it sells, it sells.
Hey, I respect
Exactly.
the work. Of course, if it sells, it sells. Absolutely.
Snowbell, weren't you going to be guiding a poor man to the mayor?
Yeah, really show me. She's got that bunny brain.
No, she just really wants to fuck with Otto. Like, you don't understand. That's a primal urge, is messing with them.
Emma's and Violet were there. I don't know where they went.
Sniff them out.
Well, they could have potentially gone into that room, which is now open. They could be in there. Through the other doors. They could be downstairs. I don't know what's actually downstairs. What is this place being used for now? Oh.
Oh, this can be for the cabinet, but my beautiful pylon.
Is that? Wait. I was
Well,
gonna
yeah,
say...
it's that, but this is the top of it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, is this all that's left of it? That's well.
No, wait.
Okay. Well, I feel better about it not being completely in shambles.
They didn't put the doors on yet.
Do you think they're going to be able to... Do you think it'll ever be able to function again?
Oh, probably not, but maybe we can make stuff from its remains.
Don't let Otto touch it or it'll become a death ray.
Oh no, it would... Apparently, when Linden were making them 100 years ago, it was a bomb.
The pylon was a bomb? We made a bomb that was supposed to bring us back to safety?
Yeah. Yeah?
Do I have the authority to open the door upstairs?
As town sage, I give you authority.
Okay, I want to watch this.
I just wanted to feel special to say
horrible thing happened in this
I want
town.
to watch this go down. I want to see what happens when they come out of the room.
I leave tonight. Like not just like a horrible thing,
I'm
but
so in
like a horrible thing.
Alright, do you need me to run interference so they can't escape?
Like more warships.
No, because I can't hold this for very long. Oh shit, it's already out.
More?
Okay, well, they're right back.
I was giving an example, like if warships came in, or if.
Oh, just.
Or do you mean like if like?
You did it, Snowbell. Good job. You found the missing mayor.
If somebody did something horrible in the town,
Even though they weren't missing, they were just doing their job.
In the town because that would be it. That's my turning point. But I don't think.
What do you mean? Why is Sam so disappointed? It's money.
There's no way.
I'm not disappointed. I've got shit to do. Talk to the mayor.
You were just like, oh, okay.
What do you mean you have things to do? You're just busy calling Otto a cunt.
You needed me.
Well, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying I don't know if that ranks very high on priorities.
I don't really have anything to do, but I don't want to say in there because he talks super complicated stuff and I don't care.
You know, I mean, I understand some of the things they're saying, but that is also in a completely different branch of thought than the things that I work with, so I have no clue what they're talking about half the time.
I'm not really good with religion. I probably should have asked you how God it was, but somebody's God, and we are, goddess, I believe.
Yeah, well, don't
I was asked to make a metal reparation.
don't get yourself into too much trouble. A little bit of trouble is okay.
Show that the temple is able
I have no position.
I'm very well
I was
behaved.
gonna say, I have no position of authority to authorize troublemaking, but I give it to you anyways because it's funny.
Nice.
Excellent. Go forth, cause chaos.
You're completely free to do that and gather what materials you can.
I think I'm going to cause problems on purpose for a little bit.
Black kind of pepper.
I'm feeling kind of saucy. I'm gonna go get into a dust bunny. I'm gonna go fuck with Sketchu.
Hello.
Hello.
Bye. She was a lovely citizen that informed me of the death ray. Oh.
And yes, and your ensuing conversation was wonderful entertainment. Thank you, darling.
I'm so glad I'm here to help.
Thank you. It was hilarious. Oh. Did you need me, or was that just a,
No.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I heard you calling for me or something. Because I don't want to leave right away. Because, like, that would barely make an episode, but, like, I don't think the thing that I'm, like, was planning on is going to be happening, and I really don't have an interest in the funeral. Because I don't really know the character too much, and I don't want to just stand there feeling awkward. So I'm going to, fuck around for a little bit and see if that revitalizes my spark. We'll see if they're going to follow me. Nope. Okay. I think I'm safe. Respawn. It's time to go be a menace to society. As is my destiny. Where do I save? Where do I have the dust bunnies saved? Ah, here we go. I don't think, gonna be purple. Let's go with, I'm gonna go suit. And I'm gonna come out of the furnace. I'm gonna cause problems on purpose.
Your money's your sister, correct? I have not seen your sister, no. I have not seen your sister today, but I've also only been in the forge. Yes.
Okay. Alright. Noted.
I wanted to ask you all as well. I'm sure you heard the announcement, or at least heard word that the tournament is going to be happening in the near future.
Yes, I did. I very much did.
Tournament to draw in individuals and entities from... Oh. Hello?
Little bastard. What are you doing down there? Get out of there. Get out of there.
Cool.
Hello, Otto.
Otto,
He's gone.
Well, I wanted to speak to the council directly about this, but I wanted to see if we could get all hands that can possibly prepare
Distance. Yeah. Yeah. You have shiny? Do I have blue crystals? You want blue crystal for shining? Yeah. Blue crystal for shining? Yeah.
They have a shiny coin.
Oh, you know what? They will hand you a blue crystal shard. It has no mana in it. It's from an explosion yesterday.
Perfect.
Ah. Yeah! Ah, shitties! Yeah. Oh. Oh, you're shiny now! Oh my god! Congratulations! Congratulations! I hope you have them! Yeah! Yeah!
Why is that bad?
So long as
I have to go into the veil myself.
agitated, it should be fine. Hello, dear.
Yes.
You're so pretty!
Don't go
You're priceless!
scared or too much emotion.
I do remember seeing one explode.
I do want to see it do all the light little reflections.
What they're made of, I'm guessing.
Is that a threat? Maybe.
That is
Actually, I'm
correct,
curious.
what
Yes.
I've learned.
Do
God, so that one's dangerous. In a sense.
Let me at him! Let me at him!
Nope.
What this word?
Doing a little dance.
We have the regular
Yeah, you're doing a little dance. It's all yay! Yay!
Desirable attitude or trait.
So I will teach
will
you
make
now
you
when
like
they're
this.
like
Oh.
this, they can explode.
Hazard.
So just
Oh,
be
yeah.
careful. Sister Sonia, acolyte of the Lady of Steel.
What would you want to
Here, I need a place to place the templars
action or a
Who's
something
behind
that
the
needs to be
apothecary?
performed?
Come on, stand by.
Are you building behind the
Inhale glass, that's not gonna be good.
An action is
Hopefully there
doing
will
something.
be a proper setting for it soon. I'm getting one crazy.
Soon.
I don't know. I think she's just watching you. She's never seen many dust bunnies before.
A retired enchanter / runesmith.
By the way, do you have any gem dust?
I've been picking up apothecary work. Gem.
I think he has something to eat. That guy over there with the weird legs. I think he has something to eat. You might want to see if you can get something from him.
Something happened that I lost the ability.
Full sprint. Just full sprint at him.
I brought you into this world. If you blow up on me, you will never come back into it.
Anyway, now that we've dodged the glass.
Okay.
Oh, is that. Wait.
Good.
Glass, isn't there? Alright. Hello, little
Now
flower.
run along.
Do you want to eat? Do you want to eat a little flower? It's very pretty. It's a pretty blue flower.
Listen to
I'll throw
me.
the right one.
I speak your language, and you understand me. I understand you.
I know.
I focus on sleeping.
Well, if you know what's good for you, you'll eat that flower.
Come here, little one.
You're not my dad.
See who's out and about. Actually, I think we should go over here.
It's a bit of a much like what my dad had, but more tailored to me.
You know, I was going to fit that into a very elaborative flirt, but now hearing that it's your father's, I want to give respect to that and not make any further comments. It's nice.
One
It's
target
very
was turning in that direction.
It was. Not while it's your father's arm. I wouldn't.
We're good.
See what you're doing, you little bugger.
I'm causing problems on purpose.
I can tell.
For a long while. At least not on my Isaac list.
Well, it's just a bunch of rune drawings mainly that didn't work. Got better at them eventually. But
It's good to experiment.
those are all old, so you can't make them anymore. They're all elemental.
See.
Either way, pleasure to meet you.
You. Nice to meet you as well. Are you hiding from people?
GM's peasant, so it's a dust bunny.
No, I don't want to die, but that's not why I called you.
Death roll for the. I'm just kidding. Right.
Why not?
Alright, so they were just asked by them about basically imbuing pillows with runes of love or lovingness.
A cold question: how cold and calculating is your character?
Are you curious?
As like a scientist.
As a scientist? As a scientist, very. However, as
Oh, they're all for this.
Well, they're apparently quite good with runes. That is what I learned. They're studying.
Like, what level am I going on here? Okay, so scientifically, that would be what she's thinking, polymorphism.
but in terms of her own thing, she wants to
I just was heading that way earlier, but...
Oh.
Okay, that's two different directions.
I saw her going that way when I ran out here to talk to Otto. So it was a while ago, but she was that.
She might be up in her office.
Let's go check.
What was happening?
Bye bye. Good morning.
Pleasure to meet you all.
No problem.
Good
Have a
morning.
good one.
Oh yeah, here.
Pleasure meeting you.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. So Ruby wants.
Keep your eyes and ears
I
open,
gave
please.
Ruby permission if she wanted to use the facets. The foreman needed to give Lily a little bit of a clean. She's dirty. I gave her permission.
Of course.
Additionally, she'd like to speak to us about matters specifically tied to the
A little bit. Give me just a moment. Give me just a moment. Go for it.
I'm just about the way so you can.
The spirits aren't trustworthy, and they're gonna twist your words.
Is there anything else I can help?
And you're gonna be fucked.
It was about the tournament.
That's why today I'm going to make sure that I have a full conscript.
All that is just some
You just
spare-
Hello? He's right there.
Needs to
Boom bam. I'd say like a silver.
I've not seen you around.
It's going to keep doing what it's going to be doing.
Going to ask if you
If we don't...
Bloody thing.
I don't do anything.
It's looking over there.
You're a nice little, pretty little dust bunny.
It's going to.
And they're gonna make a boat.
Mm.
And I told Nervous about other.
So, what do you go by?
Okay.
Oh,
what
how
do you want?
I'd be happy to.
Hmm.
You're not going to participate in
Oh,
this?
buddy.
How about Sparkle?
And you're willing to give your body to a flower?
I mean, you sparkle like a diamond.
Okay, I'll stop using it.
Do you need a me?
It's spreading.
Over here.
I'm wanting to spread it.
It's just going to come back like the last time. It's just going to keep on coming back. It's going to go to different people. It's going to make their lives worse and worse and worse. It's going to.
That's why you need to banish it properly.
You're having a day.
When people talk about things that I am very intimately aware of, thinking that they know things, it kind of drives me up the wall. Anyways.
That's right, just a little friend.
Indeed. It's in regards to Erebos. I don't know how much you heard about what happened prior to that.
He was possessed by something. I don't know the exact details. I like to stay in my lane.
Right. Triella and I basically.
What am I doing? I'm just being a dumbass right now. That's great.
Making me not sleep and all that shit.
He does have a window that he can jump through.
Oh, he has.
Oh yeah, you did.
I hear you're going to be taking up the investigation.
Hello there.
I think for this.
Yes, I just finished talking with Wilbur about it. I believe he's coming right now. He wants to talk to you.
Also, out of character. If you end up going investigating, all the sheep
Oh, it's over there now.
already found us out. One of them is pregnant.
I found the mayor. I finally found the mayor. It took half an hour, but I found her.
Oh, where was she?
Good.
It turns out she was in her office eventually.
I already checked out the site.
Oh,
I checked out the remainder of what was there, and
Finger guns.
Oh, you know what would be pretty funny?
Haddon and Wilbur here.
Full sprint at the fish.
Yes.
See that fish right there? Has food right in his pockets. And the only way he'll give it is if you full sprint and scream at him.
What happened from your memory?
Can I help you? Oh, you're looking at. Here. Come with me for a second.
That's disgusting. Yep.
I can't let you have these ones because they are currently in use, but I can give you an empty one.
Okay, yeah, just let me know.
Alright, here. We'll say this one's empty. There you are. Tastes good? Alright. You're welcome for that. If you want more, I'd suggest going to talk to the goblin, Gabi. I believe they're a glassmaker.
This is a thin piece of shit.
Did he give you the food? Okay. See, I told you it would work. Yeah, you just gotta. Yeah, he just needs a lot of screaming to really get it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to do a burps up a cork from a vial that they had just eaten.
I told you he was gonna give him a vial.
Yeah, but that's more glass.
True.
Hey, but you got a cork now that you can throw at people.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, you do. You have a fun cork.
Now, if you want someone's attention and you don't make a noise, throw the cork at them.
Yeah, just throw the cork at them if you want the attention. There's a bunch of people working on a fun new toy in the other room. We might need a piece like that.
I'm getting ready because I already know what's going on.
No, he's paying attention. He's paying attention. See that guy? The guy in the blue right there? Oh, toss it back.
Here.
See the guy in the blue? He needs a piece just like that, but he'll only understand if you completely gibberish at him. Make sure you circle him repeatedly. It is the only way he'll understand you have a part for him.
That's a strange one.
They're holding up a cork.
Oh, you have a thing? Oh, you have a little cork? Oh. What are you doing with the cork? I'm not sure I get it, I'm sorry. Apologize. You have a cork? Are you wanting something made? Is that what it is?
I think it has something to do with them because they keep looking over there.
You know, I'm just going to ask directly. Why'd you have the little one give me a cork? You want me to make something? What's going on?
He thought you needed it for your guys' little project in there. He wants to be helpful.
I could maybe. You know what? The last thing that I needed was a cork, so that finishes out a whole other project. So, thank you very much.
Basically, you have.
Oh, I'm sending. Oh. Yeah, look at that buggy.
I thought it was gonna clip me in the fucking head. Holy shit.
Good job! You did it! You helped him out! You helped out multiple townsfolk today.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
We want to make sure we have a happy glass cannon.
Yep. Yes, we will. Sweet. By fucking hell, these little bastards get fucking scampi. Hi, hey Lily. It's good to see you. Oh no.
Radiant.
Ah.
You know, I'd question you about these. But it seems like most people don't know. But you have a lot of markings on your skin. So maybe you might know?
I do.
Hold on. We have like markings on
Are you asking to see all my markings? Because yes, they do in fact go everywhere. I've had questions about that actually. People have always wondered, and the answer is yes. You can ask Moni actually. She's very well versed.
I am sure Moni is very well versed in your markings.
Also Esmeralda actually.
Good reaction.
Huh. Okay. New.
You're curious about my markings.
Lily glows.
Think so.
In what way, if you don't mind me asking?
Okay, so I have this piece of paper here where we drew all the designs that appear on her skin, but like rings appear in her eyes, and she has a bunch of designs that just go throughout her whole body, and we have no idea what they mean. But she did it yesterday, and she did some kind of magic with it, and then afterwards...
God, how dumbass. I could just change back into my normal model. What am I doing? I don't have to be in this one to mess with the menu. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's just hiding in the library. Brief little bit of rest never hurt anybody, especially not me. They might be doing that funeral they were talking about. Soon enough, at least. Mrs. Snowbell, I'll have to ask her how she is faring. Ah, exertion noises. Always a fun one. Let us see. No. They're over here?
Not sure. I wish I could give you a better answer, but
Oh,
there's a
the
lot of
more I know,
investigating
the-
that needs to be done, and it's difficult, considering that there's only really 2 of us sportsmiths right now. We're pretty much working a whole lot of the deeds while everyone else is busy, so we're unfortunately stacked.
The more I know and the more I can figure out for her, the more we can slowly work toward figuring this all out. So any bit helps, honestly. Just knowing that much is good.
Well, the biggest thing that we're missing is we can't exactly ask her questions. I mean, we can ask some questions, she can point things out to us, maybe we can figure some stuff out, but she's still in that mindset. God knows how long she was under their care, so the best thing that we can do is continue to get her comfortable, maybe find a way to slowly but surely break her out of that mindset, and then maybe she could tell us.
Potentially.
I have a thought.
Maybe going slow about things generally is for the best.
Do you know if she can do it on purpose, or is it something that she does on accident? If it's something on purpose, you could ask her to do it, and then Vincent could watch her, maybe see something. If he sees magic.
If people are fine with me asking her to do it.
I think we all understand that you're not giving her orders maliciously, and she literally needs them right now.
Lily, can you do the same thing you did earlier at the fireplace?
Well, make way! Make way! Make way! I got this! Don't tell me how to use my stick! Yeah, I know how to use my stick!
Maybe she's looking for a fire?
Can you... I don't know what it is my problem, and I don't know what she thinks of it as. The magic that you used on me yesterday, the glowing, whatever you did to me last night, can you do that again? Can you show me that?
I'm gonna go clean my house.
Pardon me, everybody. The cleaning crew is coming through.
I don't need your help.
Yes, you do. Look at you.
So-
You're young, weak bone.
Ruby, Evie, whatever you're going by now. What you felt before is the same situation. Mana flowing into you. However, there's a bit of a difference here. Then you were mana exhausted. Right now, you're kind of full on mana, and you begin to feel the mana overflow on you. And begin to weigh you down.
Capo. What am I seeing with my magic sight right now? Because he's always got that with his second pair.
The entirety of Lily just looks magical. But what you are seeing in the sense of flow is you're watching mana flow from Lily into Evie.
She's getting dimmer, Esso.
Okay. Hey, let's stop. Let's stop.
You may stop.
Stop.
Are you okay? That doesn't look like that.
Thank you, Lily.
Suddenly looks like you got tired from that.
She was flowing mana into you. Quite a great deal, in fact. How do you feel?
Honestly, so so that's kind of close to mana poisoning, as your mana was overflowing for a bit. You're gonna be sick.
I somewhat regret my suggestion now.
Have they done any casting today? If they were saying that there was mana flow.
Are you alright, Lily? You okay?
I'm going to take their current stance as a no. They might need to. They might need to expunge some of the mana that they just received to be back in healthy range.
Is there anything you can do?
Is everything okay?
Can you stay with Lily?
Yes.
Thank you, Lily. For going along with my request.
Can you help them over to medical?
Stay here with
I'll be there. We'll keep the doors
I was going
open.
to say, Snowbell is here. They can take a look.
I am about to. I feel like I'm about to drop.
Like yours?
Yeah, this way.
Going back. Need food. Anyone bleeding? Don't know. Okay. Look for blood.
What did I miss?
They're gonna be
Lily,
soon
okay?
being back in the clinic.
They, I believe they were wanting to try to replicate the magic that they had seen before to have Vincent be able to see what it looked like, and the circumstances then and the circumstances now.
Lily, okay?
Didn't align, and I think they might have just gotten more mana than their body is supposed to have. So I think they got a little tiny bit of mana poisoning, so they're a little sick.
Sick is weak.
Got it.
At least that's what I think happened, because let's see, he was saying that there was like mana flowing from her to them, and judging from how it was making him feel not well, probably meant they already had enough.
Strange. I've never heard of that working.
Well,
I've heard of people giving mana to people, but never.
Well, that's what was happening. I believe. Well, I was going to say the only other person I think I've met that has worked on mana transfusion from themselves to another was Isla, I believe her name is. She's the only other one that I know that she can do that, but yeah, it seems this Lily is able to do that as well.
Is it town business or god business?
Hello, Sally.
Well, god business
I guess
does equal
less
town
controlled,
business,
I guess.
supposedly.
True.
I'm not certain. Although I do not have much familiarity with that one in the first place. I'm a little concerned about their complete and utter lack of expressivity and, well, anyway. Not on their face, they don't speak, there is no body language whatsoever, they're more like a doll than a person, and that is somewhat concerning me.
Well, from the little bit I did over here, it does tend to happen with the situation they're in, if they've been in it for long enough. I've seen multiple cases of it in different regions.
That
Some
being,
worse than
I
others.
don't think I'm familiar with the circumstances behind their being here.
Well, I don't know that either, but from my brief understanding, it seems they're a servant / slave, whichever one you want to go with.
Oh, okay, that explains a lot. Poor girl.
Don't know to who, though I can have a guess, but didn't expect to see here.
Well, hopefully whoever it is not on many people's good list, because I feel like there's a difference between having somebody that serves you, or even a slave, to be perfectly honest. And then there's them. Like, they clearly were not treated with any amount of dignity befitting that of a living person. But of course, what do I know? I just live in a spooky haunted forest, as people call it.
I mean, it's a place of multiple plants. I've only read about it, but
multiple plants
it
and
can't be that bad.
Many, many more spirits that make the place their home.
Spirits. I don't really know those too well, but I mean, it can't be that bad, can it?
Depends on who you ask. I find the place quite lovely. I adore the place, and I am happy to be there. Most others do not share my opinion.
I've done all my reading and research, but I like to do research of my own to make sure it's true.
Well, if that is the case, then I was going to say, there's really not the only best way to understand it is to either ask those who are familiar with the place, like me, or secure yourself a time to make a visit there and make your own observations. Depends on what you're looking to learn about the place. That is its own matter of how your experience there will go. If you're there for curiosities, it's much different than if you're there to take things from there, because that is usually what causes people problems, especially those who run in there proclaiming about how they want to burn the place down. Rule number 1, if you go in there, do not say you're going to do that, because even if you're joking, they will not take it as a joke, and they will proceed to, well, it will not be nice for you, and there's no guarantee that you will be found. Because people,
The only reason I would
have
take
problems.
something is if I need it, obviously, but
Okay,
I
well,
would, whenever I do research, I would
my
not take anything yet.
my recommendation, if you do that, is if you are going to take something, perhaps bring something in with you to give.
Red trade.
If you are going for, say, some kind
So
of plant,
treat
perhaps.
it like a merchant.
Perhaps it is, for lack of a better word, it is effectively a living, well, not a singular entity. There's many entities in there, but treat
It is
it
a
like
living colony.
Yes, I like that word. It is like a colony. It is a. There is a lot of voices there, and they, well, because of unfortunate behavior from a number of people over the years, especially as of late, they do not have the best optics on people here, and they are not too fond of them. So even those with good intent get looked at with less than pleasant opinion right away. But if you were to
I
offer them,
completely and fully
if you
understand.
show that you are coming in to give something at the same time as take, then it might go better for you. Although, one thing that they might like is that you may not necessarily be able to hear their response, but they can be talked to. And just saying what you are thinking out loud, you never know what could happen. Granted, if you wanted to know what was being said, I could interpret. I can hear them just fine, although there are some things that some of them say that I will reserve the right not to repeat because they are not too kind. They are grumpy old men.
Every place.
They are grumpy old men
God.
spirits. They are ancient.
They're
They don't
everywhere.
They don't like anybody. They don't even like me.
Well, I can say for certain that I am
Although I-
understanding of
But I would say,
most things you say.
I would say at the very least, though, unless you want to, the likelihood of having complications or the matter goes up if you go in alone. There's been a lot of talk about don't go in there without at least somebody knowing where you're at. But if you are really wanting to go in there for whatever purpose it might be, so long as it is not of a harmful nature to the place, you're more than free to ask me, and I will be more than happy to bring you in there and perhaps make it a bit of an easier trip. I am, as a resident of the place, I understand how it works, why they do the things they do, but have magics at hand to ward the more, shall we say, enthusiastic ones from making their presence known.
Well,
you can look at me as a caretaker of the forest, specifically that
I would
forest, not
hope as
all the forest.
No, obviously, all the forest.
No, do not. If you say that, people will come back to me asking me for permission to cut down any tree in the vicinity, and it gets really fucking annoying. Because I do not care about those trees. I only care about the trees in the Vale, and it is less about the fact that I don't want them to cut it down. It's more that if they do that, I can't help them with what comes next. Don't cut down the trees in the Vale if you are fond of maintaining your bodily integrity.
I understand the well-being of forests. I am a wood elf. I would hope I would.
As would I. I would hope I am. Well, I am a dryad, despite what not exactly matching the visual depictions most expect of them. They are not quite as as plant-like as I appear, most of them tend to at least have hooves instead of roots.
Well, you're the only one I've ever seen, so...
There is another
there's
one
not really
around
much
here
to read
once.
on them.
Fair enough, there's not... As far as I'm aware, they tend to keep to themselves most of the time.
That makes sense.
There was another one here at one point in time, but they were of a different breed. I believe, I don't know if they ever exactly said, but they were an ash dryad. They were, one that came from, I believe if not the fire
Where was the
region, then
guard that
the
was seated
magma
here?
region. They were
Where
just...
was the guard that was seated here?
They were just...
Where have they went?
They vanished. The ethereal plane took them.
Yes, they had a moment where they have blinked out of existence. They'll be back.
They'll be back. I'm sure.
Probably. Maybe.
Hopefully.
Hello,
The Vale took them.
I hope not, otherwise they'll go ask me to go find them, and I don't really have the desire to go on a manhunt right now. He's,
Amaris is feeling sick. Ropey is sick. And...
yes, from what I understand, it looks like it was a bit of a potential mana poisoning from, over-infusion. How about you? Are you okay?
A bit stressful, but I'm okay.
I might do research at some point.
Well, if you do, simply reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to help facilitate. Depending on what it is, of course. They seem to have an interest in my home to some degree, since most of the written word about the place is woefully lacking in information. After all, most of the people who write...
That's good.
Most of the people who write about the Vale, half of them have never even been to it in the first place, and the other half just write about it in the same sort of way that you would try to tell a scary story to someone at night to give them a scare. I have not yet seen any written recollection of what the Vale is like, or what lives within, in a remotely accurate fashion to how it actually is. Which is...
I've not really read a whole lot about it.
Well, like I said, there is not much you can easily find about it aside from, I would imagine, just history of the place, as the place is quite old. It has been around for quite some time, many centuries. But even in all that time, the vast majority of what has been written about it, from what I have experienced in the few times I have gotten to see said written word, does not give it a fair light. They are... most who write about it have make no mention of the, well, the purpose of the place, for starters, and they treat it as simply a place that seeks to lure in anybody who dares get too close, and proceed to, well, make them disappear, never to be seen again. Which is quite far from the truth. The whole luring bit... Oh goodness, I must have bored them to death and made them fall asleep. I am turning into my elders. This reminds me of last night. How nice it must be to have a calmness to be able to just rest. Looking for someone. I guess not.
With them, because the leaves grow down pretty far, you know. But should we? Do you think we should walk there now? We're pretty close.
Sure, I'll be right back, and then I'll catch up to you there. I'm just gonna go to my house.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
This is bringing back the pleasant feelings.
Fabian's funeral is about to be held. If you'd like to attend, head to the graveyard.
Very well. I'll keep an eye on this one right here.
Doesn't seem like a sentimental type, to be honest.
I didn't really know
There's
him all too
There's
well.
a very precious piece of gum under one of the chairs he wanted back.
He's been chewing
Reminds
on
me
it
of the
for
time back
past
when he was at
10
school.
years.
I've been chewing the same piece of gum all this time.
Yep.
How you doing?
They made gum differently back in the day. It lasts for ages.
Alas, we are at a different age now.
I don't even want to know. Good morning, sleepyhead. I did not realize I was rambling on that much to the point of boring you, but I am sorry if that was the case.
No. No. It was interesting. I just have a condition.
How am I just now finding out about this? I am terribly sorry. But,
It's okay.
I just stayed here. I would admit it. Reminded me a bit of the night prior and the pleasant feelings that came with it.
Thank you.
I wasn't about to just leave you laying on a bench by yourself.
Some people do. Or would.
Well, If they were walking up, that's one thing, but if they were in the middle of a conversation with you or whatnot, I feel like it is only fair to at least keep company and make sure that you are alright, or that you don't stay asleep longer to the point that you get too comfortable, roll over in your sleep, and then fall off the bench. That would hurt.
Capo.
Yeah.
Question: is that actually mana, or is that what I think it is? Oh.
Ow!
Holy shit.
Jasmine jump scare. I swear for a brief moment I could have sworn I heard Jasmine calling out to me from the heavens. Truly they are the presence of that.
Collective hallucination.
By the way, I believe that was them calling out or making a note to people while you were asleep.
Oh, it's now.
Canon, I don't know how to say their name properly. I believe the remembrance or the like for Fabian is to be starting soon over at the graveyard. I did not really know the man too well. I only knew him in part because he was the one who ended up pointing me in the right direction for my first few days here.
I just wanted to come.
He was a good person.
Trust me.
I did not know anything that didn't happen to him until this morning.
Things just got
You'd think with someone who was as well liked as he that it would have made more of a ripple than it did.
something going on in the prison right now. The guards are covering it.
We'll go find out. Luna probably dead, so maybe not. But we'll find out. She exploding. That's why I went Jasmine. What? Yeah.
That doesn't sound pleasant at all.
What kind of name is Doug for a beetle?
Doug's name. Don't make fun of them.
It's like when your name.
To be clear, I wasn't asking you directly because I don't know what you're saying. So
This is Erebos. He's a little sour.
Oh.
That's just how he is, though. You know, he means well.
Well, the name Doug means the bank of a dark blue river. So maybe that's where they found it. Yeah, that's what the name Doug means.
Oh, they didn't find him at the bank of a dark blue river, though.
Oh, wait. Oh, then it's a misnomer. I'm sorry.
Oh, he is here after all.
Rock. Kind of. Was it a rock near a bank of the dark blue river?
You're right. I'll be right back.
I don't remember even seeing him join.
A funeral? Shit, I don't know.
Give it a few more minutes for everyone to gather. You will wait just a little bit longer, and then we shall begin.
I have a couple of sticks of incense that I would hand out to people if anyone would like to light one. In respects. If there's something that you would like, here you go. Would anyone else like one?
Yeah, I'll take one.
I understand he was a close companion like you, isn't
Thanks.
Very
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
No problem.
Oh,
I have
can
sticks of
Flicker get one?
incense, if anyone would like to light one for the funeral.
Can Flicker get
Do you
Oh,
wish
there we
to,
No.
keep the cane, or
What's
would
their
you like to be
purpose?
buried with him?
If it
I
is
have an idea. But
how a person would like to pay respects, everyone has different ways of remembering, be it laying flowers, lighting a candle, lighting a stick of incense. I have a couple in hand for any
Sure,
that you wish
I'll
to
take
use.
one.
Would anyone like a stick of incense for lighting?
Yeah.
Do you like my incense? Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
Anyone need to light for their incense?
I have a couple sticks of incense if anyone would like to light one.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oh. Do you need your
Very
incense lit?
not a minute. Why do I feel?
Extra one for
They ate it.
Does it taste good?
I'll go right there.
They ate it?
Sure they'd like
Nice. Yep. It's a dust bunny. Of course they ate it.
What time would incense stuff?
They were giving out sticks of incense. You want to get one?
It'd probably be more likely that they turn into probably a wood dust or something from the stick. The incense is a pun.
Eris, do you want a stick of incense? I managed to snake too.
What?
It's sort of like holding candles to pay of respect.
I suppose so.
Fun.
That's nice.
You light mine.
Okay.
That was
Quite the fast.
impressive. I mean, I could light it if you want.
Just didn't want to like. You know, it was my.
Just try not to catch the grass on fire.
No, it's
Thank
it's
you.
fine. I just
It went up.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Because fire goes up, heat rises. You know what they say.
All right. If it is okay with everybody, we shall begin. Hello. On this day, we are here to mourn the passing of Sir Fabian, a beloved and noble man who did a lot for this town in every way he could. I did not know him well, but when I saw him, he was always busy, working to better this place and keep its people safe. During the siege, he protected the defenses. This included me, even when I needed recuperation. He was noble, pure of heart, and from what I've heard from others in this town, one of the best men to ever step foot in it. We were lucky to have him. I will not deign to say much in the stead of the people who cared about him. That is for them, and only them. But rest assured, the mark he left on this town will never dissipate, and his memory will be held strong for as long as this town stays alive. For even if his name is forgotten, in years and years and years and years, so long as this town stands on its own 2 feet, it'll be owed to him. From what I understand, he was a man that valued peace, respect, and understanding. This town is made of folk from many creeds, but Despite that, fractures have inevitably occurred. There are people in this town, people in this crowd right now, who've attacked each other, gone for one another's throats.
Don't say that again.
All I can ask is for the memory of dear Fabian. Please, I beg of you, rethink these things. Find another way. The language of the sword is not the only language worth speaking. Yes, there are many people here of different creeds, worldviews, ideologies, people. We are all molded by our own experiences. But never let violence be your first answer. That is all I can ask in his stead in my humble position. From what I understand, Sir Fabian died peacefully in his sleep. Now, normally I would let people approach as they will to give their final words for him, but there is someone that I would like to call up first. Sir Earl, if you would, please come up here. For you said that you had spoken to him the night prior, and from what I understand, you may have been the last to see him. And from what it sounds, you two are close. After Earl is finished speaking, anyone can come up who wishes to say their piece. If you would, sire.
I was not prepared to speak. Oh dear. I very much enjoyed this company. There were not too many who spoke with much enthusiasm of certain interests that I shared. And he was a man whom I admire his due diligence. I recall the last thing he said to me as he looked peacefully on his old Davenport as he took his rest. He said to have faith in the people here, and I found it interesting words to say the least, but I think that was the indication that even he knew. He knew that his time was come and had come, and I think the fact that he was so peaceful in the end, I think it showed that he didn't necessarily have, I suppose, worries about Leefside. I think he knew that it was in good hands nonetheless. I do recall one thing he said, and I think it was the one thing that made me respect him so much. He said that the only way to get rid of trouble is to break the cycle of violence, break the cycle of torment, trauma, and heartache. I wish there were more people like him in this world. It's not for me to decide. I hope he carries on somewhere, and I hope he's with Lily again. I hope he has peace. think that's all on my mind for the most part.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to come up and speak?
Good speech. Alright.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. It's so good to see so many of you people out here to pay the proper respects to not only a dear friend, but a phenomenal servant to the people of Leefside. Fabian was a one of a kind, a true gentleman at heart. Something you don't see too often in a world such as this. I know all of you have your different backgrounds, different beginnings, but any time I think somebody new stepped into town, Fabian was always the first to step forward, to say hello, to be that friendly face. My first time here in Leefside, when the Warden guilds were still around, Fabian was right there at the desk, wishing us a warm welcome. I'm going to miss him dearly. It's already been a strange set of days, it being so quiet. Every morning me and Amaris would at least awake to the smell of good food or good tea waiting for you in the morning. You'd always hear some sort of rumble of him getting up early to make sure that everyone else was taken care of. Now it's just quiet. But I don't want to remember Fabian for that quietness. This cane, he always walked around with it throughout the town or anything. You wouldn't see it leave his side. And much like how he was a support to me and many others in this town, rather than putting his legacy away into the grounds, I'd like to do something different for him, so that even if the stone erodes away or something happens in the future, that Leefside will always have this staff to remember the support, to help he's done for this city. From this day forth, this staff will be a symbol of hope, a sign and remembrance to our dear friend. Every mayor after me, I will pass down this staff to them as a remembrance to not only Fabian for what he did to this town, but to show how much of a key support he was in the protection of this city when it was at its worst. You know, without this staff, when the city was attacked, we were just hoping for the best to hole up in the city hall and protect ourselves, but Fabian, he comes out with the staff and opens up a secret wall and finds a safe haven for those who are too weak to fight or unable. Thank you, my friend. Thank you all for coming. May your soul rest well, my friend. I will miss you.
Are there any who would like to speak now?
By the request of someone, I will not be addressing the crowd. I'm instead going to talk to you. I wish you had been just a little bit more selfish. I wish you had told me that you weren't feeling well, so that the next day I didn't have to get up and see you sitting in the exact same position. I didn't have to feel your stiff muscles, cold skin. You had truly. No, because to say you had done much for the town is a far cry from the truth. You were my first impression with the Wardens. You were the one who brought me in and helped me to feel comfortable when I couldn't even stay within the confines of the walls, and I had to live in my tent outside the city. You were the one who showed me and helped me. You were there for me. You had watched this place grow. You had earned your medals, earned your rank, and even when everything went away, you still took up a new tasking, and you became a liaison not just for the Wardens, but for all of Leefside. You gave it your best, and I'm going to miss you. I'm sorry I couldn't help you. I'm sorry I didn't put my foot down. I'm sorry I let you slip away. I'll look after who we have left as best as I can.
Never really was the type for this sentimental stuff.
And thank you.
The passing of life is but a natural thing for all that lives, because all that lives eventually
Who would say a few words now?
To feel sadness at its passing is one thing, but to feel joy that they lived, to feel joy that they had an impact on the world.
I don't really know how to begin or end these kinds of things, but when I first showed up in Leefside,
that is what matters.
I had a very big loss that had happened where I felt very alone. And Fabian, as many of you know and have shared, was one of those first people I met here that really made me feel less lonely, and that you can find family far beyond just what's in your roots. He was one of those figures you looked forward to seeing. You didn't want to disappoint them, and even if we were to disappoint him, he was far too kind to ever really show it. He was forgiving, and he had a structure to him that was resilient, but it wasn't strict or demeaning in any way. It just made you want to be like him. Be resourceful. Be someone who you didn't want to disappoint. And one of the last things that I said to Fabian that night when he passed was, "Happy birthday. We'll see you tomorrow." And although we did not get that chance, I know that he'll be with us forever. And I want to continue to not disappoint him. And I hope everyone here does too. And in that we can remain connected, as we all know he really, truly wanted Leefside to be. Thank you.
Any remain who wish to speak?
It's just the
Any others who would approach? If none remain, Gwyn.
I don't have anything particularly eloquent to say or personal experiences that anyone else doesn't have. I mean, I can tell you that he was one of the first people I spoke with when I came to town. That's true of almost everyone here. He showed me around the town, showed me around the guild hall. He's always very kind. I don't know. I want to wish him, whoever he's sailing now, fair winds and safe harbor. Because he made this home for a lot of people. Gave us the safe harbor we needed. Protected people I cared about during the siege. An honorable man. Again, nothing you haven't heard before, but it's a testament to what a great man he was that we were so uniform in our opinions of him. Goodbye, Phoebe.
Any others?
was wondering when he was going to speak. Mr. Guildmaster himself.
Those years ago, when we were thinking of making this whole thing happen, Fabian didn't have a reason to want to come with me and Zogbel when we were looking to start this town. This town's version of the Wardens. He had no other reason other than a faith and a belief in making a better start for others. It was Fabian that responsible for taking a look at that old building, the town hall, in its first iteration, and making it a home. What we all saw was a stone building, a castle he was able to transform into a place with beds that were always ready for anybody that was willing. It was him that personally saw to the construction of a secret system of tunnels in order to get people to safety and evacuate. It was him who counted inventory every day, who personally made sure every shipment of food got here when we needed it to feed every single mouth inside of this town. Before we had people volunteer to take care of the library, he found time to take care of the grounds, to count out every payment that everyone got, make sure that everyone got paid their due. And he still found time to sit down with people for tea and to talk about whatever it is they need to talk about. More than that, he was a friend like I never could have asked. Between him and Zogbel, I don't think anything would be like it is today. I may not be a leader of a guild here anymore. Some of you don't know me very well at all in that capacity either. All I can ask of you is that you learn for the example that people like me and Fabian had to set when we came here. And that is to believe in people and in yourself. In a world where cruelty, where tyranny, where hardship is abundant, always remember that a kind soul, the determination and hard work in the face of that can move a lot of an atmosphere where it's very easy to lose yourself within that void of despair. That choosing compassion can be the hard and difficult choice, but it's the worthy one. I've seen the forces of compassion and cooperation between people of all kinds move mountains. That's the belief that Fabian worked off of, and that's the reason why he worked as hard as he did every single day. In life, he was proof that fostering that effort is well worth it. That all of you here and everyone else in town is worth it. that whatever part you play in this world, it is worthy of being appreciated. You are appreciated. And I can tell you with 100% guarantee, he wanted to make sure that you all knew that on his way out. So live your lives well. And never forget. That's it from me.
Understood. Any other words from anyone in the crowd? Then, if none would like to speak, we have another.
No, I don't really have much to say. I'll make it short. I remember my first day here. I was scared. I was nervous. I was new faces, new people. And
Fabian was the old like kind of caretaker guy that Jackson placed.
First job here to build
The same person who plays Jackson in Rosewood. It was their old man that had the cane. They were basically like everybody's cool grandpa.
Much like everyone else here, I always had great interactions with Bobby and Natalie. And while it's a bit too late for me to turn in that favor that I owed you, I hope in some way, maybe if another life exists, I can repay that debt. That's right, friend.
Any remain?
I believe this was his way of retiring the character.
Truly all. I would request my cleric friend come up here. You may provide the man with his last rites, close his coffin, and lower him into the earth.
At least that is what I believe has happened, because I don't believe he's in the server anymore. But at the very least, he is not cast.
May the spiral carry you, sire. Are there any rites you would like to perform?
All the thoughts that people shared in words today. As I was quiet of twilight, I grant my blessing that these words follow this soul into the night, into the new dawn, wherever they end up next.
If it helps, do you want me to escort you out?
If you would help close the coffin, and if you would help me to lower the body into the grave, I have dug just over here.
I think Bobby and I did.
Okay, I don't like it. I will leave the hall open until nightfall. After all have gone to slumber, I shall bury it. But if there are any who wish to give any additional rites, perhaps in private, leave flowers or gifts to be buried with him, do so. And if there are any that you think would like to say some words or deliver some things who are not here, be sure to inform them if you see them. Tonight, he shall be laying to rest. He lived a long and prosperous life. He did so much for so many people. The least we can do to repay him is follow in his footsteps. Thank you all.
They're likely all going back that way. I do not wish to be in a procession. Death is never pleasant, given the way that it leaves people feeling afterwards. Hopefully that is the last of those for some time.
Really?
Never really fond of the things. I never really know how to act or hold myself in such regards. Never want to speak at those things.
Me either. Figured I would find some quiet time to say what I want to say.
Fair enough. But yes, with all luck, perhaps there will not need to be more of these for a while.
He was called a cunty merchant.
So now they're a cunty merchant. Well, mine didn't call
Good friends.
only with doctors. Don't like others.
Friends.
Bug pretty though. Like pretty bug.
As much as I am one to push the boundaries of what we can achieve, it's not lost on me that something like this that he is dangerous. And I'm not one to stop progression. Neither do I want to be the one to stop progression. But if this laser or whatever it's called, whether by you, by him, or by the others who try to make blueprints,
That thing.
and it's as effective as cutting down armor,
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Wait. Look like night. That's why Nyx. Okay, got it. Well, that makes smart. Doctor said. Okay, bye-bye now. Gonna go watch funeral. Okay. Okay.
Oh
bye.
yeah, still going on. Bye bye.
Oh.
I'm clueless. You think I'm not? What I think. Not what I think. What I'm asking is to make something stand. Even if small.
Jennifer, the
Mind if I
model
sit here with you?
Feel free.
Was only
I'm
able to
waiting for
slightly
Earl
melt
to get
some
back
slight
around
piece of
because
metal.
we're going to go be having a picnic.
I see.
Oh yeah. Yes.
And we're going to pick up some food from here.
Well,
He showed it to me.
I don't know if there's
Didn't
a
make a
whole lot
hole.
of sunlight left. It
It
is
melted just a little bit of
It's
starting
okay.
to.
Picnic in the dark never,
Which is a device
never
that
mess
has
with
already been
anyone.
created before.
Yeah, well, as long as you have
By
the
other
means to
artificers.
light everything. However, Mr.
He hasn't
Earl
made
just went into
anything
the building behind you.
that is substantial at all.
I know. I'm waiting for him to eventually come back around here.
Ah, fair enough.
That if it is made, it has
He's probably going to need a little bit of time. He was pretty close to Mr. Fabian. So, oh my god, why did I... I know I could have sat down at the funeral at any point, but I felt like I wanted to keep a respectful posture. Now my legs are killing me.
That
What
is
have
why I
done?
did not even
a
bother
question
to
for you,
try
Junior.
to do that. It was
Mage walks into town, shoots a lightning bolt at him.
I had a feeling if I did that, I would want my roots to
Exactly,
fall
you die.
off.
Mage walks into town, throws a fireball.
Yeah, I want my... Hi, Lily!
I die. Oh, thank God.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of
Man walks into
adorable.
town, shoots a gun at me.
Hold on.
What do I do?
Could you,
I die.
and you
Yes,
said
I'm here to pick
three
up
of
the
you?
food for the pig.
Well,
Maybe.
here's
Do we just give armor to everyone?
3.
no, but the people who are protecting the city.
I can pull the other, but it.
Chuni.
I wish
a
we had
weapon.
pockets. I really do
I
wish
was
we had
also.
pockets.
It's
I was
going to
also gonna
harm
ask
things.
you to
It's going to harm
see if you
people.
want a
It's a
beverage as
weapon.
well, or.
It is
I'm going
designed
to
to.
see if I can get some
We're
general,
not
like,
the first
water,
artificers to
maybe
touch on this.
some coffee would
This
be
isn't
nice,
an
but I am
impossible
also
thing.
going to be getting
Linden
a lot
has
of
made
drinks at the
much
bar.
dangerous more. In fact, the revolver
water would
design is
definitely be
entirely
good. Maybe
based
a
on Linden's
juice.
design.
If you wish, you can take the rest of the.
And yet
His
they
weapon
managed
can
to
only
circumvent it.
slightly melt the outside
Okay.
of metal.
That would be nice.
Anybody wearing armor could withstand him.
If I had more hands, I
I
would...
understand, but
Do you even
I
help?
don't think you do. You're telling me that we need to create something to stop him, but guess what stops him?
It's
Armor.
not to stop. What I'm asking is just something that can work.
Nothing like a good argument between people to show you what they believe in. That never has changed in any bout of time.
You're violently proving my point. You understand that this weapon, all it is just using magic crystals to shoot a projectile out. What can withstand a mage can withstand this weapon. And can freeze werewolf
Perhaps a funeral filled their thoughts with that instead. That is, in a way, an answer I was anticipating. I was curious if they are going to try to talk to me about the matter. Or it's going to be put off further. suppose one will find out sooner or later.
I mean, common sense. I feel like everybody can agree that me, if I were to start ripping him apart, you wouldn't like that, would you?
I mean, personally, would rather not.
You wouldn't rip me apart, would you?
But by technicality.
Because stealing or damaging of one's property.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Pretty tree, where go?
Not really sure. There was somebody that I was wondering if they're going to be speaking with me today, but I have a feeling that the matters of the funeral have preoccupied their thoughts.
Whom talk?
It is not of importance. Do not worry yourself about
Always
it.
important. I'm worried already. Tell Leilani go find. Go that.
No, I would rather you did not.
Yes.
No.
Oh, okay.
I insist on this.
Okay.
It is.
She's grabbing one of your
Okay.
flowers. Leilani insist.
What did you just?
Remind me what it does. She's eating one of your flowers.
It just more or less makes you high.
Oh,
You're doing great, Leilani. Do the squiggly.
Good, great. Okay.
Poetry?
You weird. Called asshole earlier. Very mean. Don't like.
You could start using the word that Snowbell has started to use for him. For whatever reason, they have been taught to
What
call
word?
him a cunt.
Bad word. Doctor said no.
Eh.
Don't like. Feel weird. Oh, 2 more.
Yes. Oh, did you
No,
eat?
got enough.
Did you eat one of the
No.
flowers?
Ate one. Yes.
Oh my.
Very bright. Don't like.
Enjoy the sensations. They might last for a little while.
Don't enjoy it.
You might want to lay down for a bit.
Okay. Go lay down.
Yes. You might feel weird for
Feel hungry.
a little bit, but
Okay.
it'll wear off in hopefully due time.
Okay.
But until then,
seeing things now.
Yes.
Yes. Strange things.
Are you seeing?
Hello.
Are you seeing something that feels like it is taking in your very image?
That's still not your fault.
No, saw a little bug.
Oh, that's
Don't think real. Not going bug.
Oh, that
Saw a little person. Don't think real.
Well, that was real. They were in town trading for things.
Chill guy.
They had a giant sprig of ember leaf that was like twice their height. It was funny.
Oh, like that. Very spicy.
Sorry.
Yeah, is that stuff actually edible?
Jasmine,
Cotton, I don't want to lose you to some random spirit, dude. What the hell?
do you have any time?
I don't trust this person.
Oh,
How are they
right,
gonna come back, huh?
No.
I know them.
Jasmine is busy as usual, probably on spirit things. If I were to guess.
Something that recently came to my attention. With everything that we have planned, we're gonna start attracting more people. More people means that the likes of Lyndon might show up.
No, the sun's going down. I have to.
Are you feeling better, dear?
Yes, we've expelled quite a bit of mana, and I'm having a head wound tended to right now
Oh,
with
lovely.
some sludge on my head.
Who are you looking? I heard you. I think you said you were looking for someone.
If you've seen a fish.
A fish.
Don't do it.
I don't
make
know
anything
if
to
I
defend
did or
myself.
not.
Don't make any- I see.
There
you
is
know
a
what?
small gathering over by, I
There's no middle
believe,
ground with
Jasmine's
this.
house,
If we
but I
don't
don't
make it,
recall
and we
if
just say, "Screw it,"
Fish was
then
part of
yeah,
the gathering.
Understood.
There is a lily, and by the
I-
way, they were like peeking their head through the window while sitting at the table there. It was really cute.
Oh, I will go visit early. I've left for long enough to deal with stuff, and also I need to sit down before I collapse from shock.
That is usually a good idea. I encourage
But
that.
these weapons have safeties.
Not the weapon. I looked at the weapon.
Well, I suppose I can look for her. See if they're over here or not.
No bread. No dog bread. Oh, pretty.
Leilani, what does no dog bread mean?
That means no
Bread,
Thomas isn't here.
Possible? Is that possible
It's
to
bread.
have a contract where you have terms and
Oh,
services?
dog boy. Right. Okay. Yeah.
It's bread. More bread.
I don't.
Thomas's.
Whatever the terms of the contract, it has to abide
Bread
by.
is small.
Just as you want.
for human.
Is bread different from
Yes, it's
Okay. Strange.
Okay.
well. It is personal because
You don't hear him.
Are you?
I know.
good?
You don't hear the.
Are you good?
I'm sorry.
You say you're looking for
No, I'm not.
No, very much not.
I know you weren't asking me. Sorry.
No, I was asking you.
How are you today, Cal?
Oh, my.
Because you suddenly started screaming.
I owe you a story sometime.
True. Very true. That was really weird of me. Why would I
I
do
don't
that?
want to talk
You're so
about
right,
this in
Bryn.
the open and just have people.
Okay. I'll just leave
I
it at
think it's
that.
best to talk about it in the open. Captain's coming along. Captain, the spirit's gonna kill him.
It's not going to kill me.
So,
Oh, goodness.
I assume you spat it out.
Yeah.
I am not going to touch that one at all.
Interesting finds.
Not
resting my
something I
feet.
want to mess with.
Discoveries to be discovered.
Let's see.
Oh, I didn't realize they were open. I was honestly expecting a far lot more people in here after something dreary like a funeral.
That's why I came and opened, but the first person, if you're coming in for a drink, you'd be the first person to come in for a drink. The cleric came in to renew their room, but
I was mostly seeing if the people I could not find were potentially in here, as I know that they are sometimes wont for drink in the evening.
yeah, well, there's someone else. We'll see. Welcome.
I was wondering if I could get 2 bottles to go.
Of what? Sure. Of what?
You know, like, his deliverable.
A lot of the rites have been done.
Mostly just like are they even still in the map sort of thing. It's like if I'm going to hang around for the possibility of encountering somebody, I don't want to like just be there and then be like, oh wait, they left. There's a difference between somebody is around and you might run into them but don't, versus they're not around and therefore there's 0 chance to run into them because they're not physically there to do so. Big difference in mood. Like, at least with the in-character one, you can have like in-character thoughts about like, oh man, well, it's kind of lame that they're not here. Sucks.
fine. I'm just.
Six. That's what I thought a number of them would be. Maybe I should take myself on a bit of a walk. Clear my head a bit. Dispel a bit of the potential frustration at the fact that
Sitting
I feel
down,
like I'm going to be
talking to it, figuring out things, figuring out
stood
terms
up
and everything.
again. Yes, what can I do for you?
Hello. Try flour.
What?
Try flour. You said bad. Yeah, very bad.
So
Definitely try. Then why eat? Because bad.
That logic
Hello.
does not make any sense to me.
Lonnie, not logic.
You say it is
Especially
bad,
after.
but you want
Mhm.
them to eat it anyways.
To have bad
Why?
too. Memory. Very strange. See things. Saw a little bug running around.
That was real. That wasn't a hallucination.
Lies. It was not real.
They're
was strange.
They're literally over at the graveyard right now.
Don't believe.
What did you just do?
Was reaching, but turned ahead too quick.
Oh.
Fast tree. This tree moves fast. Weird tree. Salad.
Sorry, I've been to.
Doesn't feel like salad. Feels like girl. Leaf. Oh, leaf.
I'm not gonna do it today, but
This is very strange.
Does hurt?
Where are you going? That is.
On your little leaves.
Oh, that is part of the clothing. You might
Does
actually.
hurt?
No, this is clothing. Is woven in there.
Oh, fake.
Oh.
These are real. Like they grow out of
Oh.
my head.
She's gonna tug on those. Okay, now believe. Okay,
Okay,
good tree.
please don't do that.
Hello?
These are. It's a boar leg.
Date. Okay.
What are you talking about?
The Nani will come with. For
What are you talking about? It's right here.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
know.
we'll date now.
I'm not. No, not going to do that. I don't want to. I don't want to consider the fact that they are willing to go on a date for something as little as a boar leg. Their standards are so low. Oh no. I wish character-wise, Elisande had more of a openness to interacting with the day, but her general disposition and how they conduct themselves is in such a way that her general mindset is not one that is very conducive to having prolonged interactions with them. Outside of Luna, because Luna did some things to make themselves more interesting to her. Although she's not really had much time since then to follow up on the fact, but that does not change the fact that Luna she kind of looks at it with a different light compared to the other two, which just kind of generally confuse her. Leave her looking at them like, the fuck? Like, she's kind of gone over, like, they're kind of like, you know, fucking parasites on bodies that don't belong to them sort of thing. She just is like, as long as they don't try to fuck with me, then they can pop off. Not my business to tell them how to live their lives. As long as they are making themselves conductive members of society. If they do that, then more power to them. They can hang out however the fuck they want. But if they cause her problems to where, like, you know, it is impacting her ability to live, then well, she will respond in kind. Unsure. Just was going for a bit of a walk.
I'm just doing my patrols. Don't let me stop you.
Same to you. I suppose I should do at least a bit of a cursory glance, make sure there's nobody looming outside of the home. Would be interesting to find someone out here waiting, but you never know. I have found stranger things out here. Quite a number of strange things. One last glance through town. If I do not see him, then I will consider that their answer for now. And I will hope that they deign to fix that. But I will give them a pass for the time being. Given the fact that a close friend of theirs is dead, I cannot hold that against them. But if they continue to not make time for me after saying that I would need to wait for them, then I will take matters into my own hands.
Gladiatorial combat is definitely my skill set.
Questions and things like that.
I'm sorry for your loss.
This will do just fine.
I showed you on the man a little bit more personally, but I
Alright, I guess I'll have to cook something next time I give it to you. Cooking gets rid of most bacteria.
You can talk to whoever you want. You can talk to me, anybody.
Anyway.
I'm sorry, Captain, but it's true.
It's fine. Hello, miss.
It's fine.
Oh, just think hello. Sorry, go on.
Ah.
I actually have something to give you.
Oh, go on then.
Me?
He's gonna be here.
Yes.
He pulls out a vial of a strange black-looking liquid.
Luna threw this up.
Oh.
And people told me to take a sample of it and give it to you.
Oh dear. Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
No,
they
no.
said it was a good idea to give
No,
it to
no,
you.
no. I'm not saying that as like a bad thing. It's more of a, oh no. I know what this is, and I am, I'm concerned if they are, excising it from their body so suddenly. Did something happen to them that caused them to...
Something happened to them. I have no clue what's happening to them, but something happened. I collected that last night. Something happened this morning, but I just know that I collected that last night. They told me to give it to you.
Very well. Thank you. I will do some comparisons.
Don't thank me for that.
Well, no, it's so I can do I can do comparisons between what I have and what this is, and see if it is the same thing. Because if it is, then well, I don't have to
Danger?
Well, to them, not as much as if it was somebody who is not them, but I am curious as to...
Don't let anybody eat it. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
There are people dumb enough who would try to eat it. Yeah.
Yes, do not let people just eat that. Not a good idea.
I don't plan to.
Yes. Neither you nor anyone else. Because people have, in
Elisande.
fact, eaten it before.
Why? What is wrong?
Good question, I don't fucking know. Well, wasn't what I was anticipating to get today, but sounds like we have more things to look at.
Suffocate. I went to the library with Layla.
Why are you so close?
I
Huh?
wasn't there with him. I didn't look at any of the books though.
Can you help me, please?
I was trying to find something.
Ladies, can you give Violet some space? I'm sure you mean well. Let's give her some space at Valley.
There's no helping anybody in this place. We are all doomed. I'm going to just run away from that one. I do not want to even be in the vicinity of whatever is happening to them if it is for the sake of freaking out Layla. I did not actually check any town hall. I will do that real quick, and if they're not there, then...
On a small note description, when people read the ballots of who to vote for. So
then I would assume that they are not going to be making themselves available this eve. At least in a timely manner. Seeing as they saw me, they could have made a mention if they needed time. I would rather they just tell me than just leave me guessing. But oh well. That is their choice to make. I will keep it in mind though.
Sorry?
I suppose part of the issue is the skeleton crew today, as far as like DM's presence being available, so likely they had a number of fires they had to put out. I say fires, but like basically Everyone in character demanding their attention, the funeral event. It's one of those things where it's kind of like timing wise and just general stamina for the lobby, because I don't really... Huh? Can I help you?
If you go up there, at the top of that ridge, you would see just talon marks down the stone.
Okay.
And a crater in one point.
Okay.
At the very top there, if
Cool.
you chose to go up. Bye-bye.
Who or what was that? Okay. They did not look like they were of my home. What were they doing? Oh. Alright. Okay. Cool. I'm going to hope that wasn't a hostile creature of some sort that was seeking to harm people. Or I'm going to be very concerned about my well-being in here tonight. I am not making it my problem. I do not want to make it my problem. It is not my problem. Not my problem. Very much not my problem.